At the start of the driving test, you could be asked to reverse into a bay. The good news is the examiner will not ask you to do it if there's already cars in the car park. You will be the last car in the car park if he asks you to do this maneuver. The driving examiner will ask you to turn left or right and reverse the car back into a bay of your choice. If using this method, you must finish with your wheels straight when starting the maneuver. It could also be done at the end of the driving test. I have to be honest, this is the easiest technique to reverse the car into a bay. If you get your reference point right, this is just a case of full lock on the wheel. When the car becomes parallel and straight, you take your full lock off and straighten the wheel up. This technique is known as the 3-line method or the granny method. It's normally best practice to reverse into the bay you've just driven out of. I'm now going to show you how to do this maneuver step by step. Step number 1, we'll talk about reversing in on the left hand side. Drive your car slowly out of the bay for approximately 1 foot, then start turning the wheel. You need to full lock the wheel. Once the car is parallel to the edge of the bays, you need to straighten your vehicle up. We're looking to approximately finish a metre away from the edge of the bays. You do not want to get really close to the bays, and you do not want to be too far away because this affects your reference point. So it's very important that you keep the same gap every time you perform this maneuver. We are going to reverse into the bay that we have just driven the car out of, so we need to count the bays. Number 1, number 2, number 3. The last line of bay number 3 is your reference point. You need to line that up down the middle of your passenger side door. Everybody is different heights, so your reference point will vary from pupil to pupil. But your driving instructor will find your reference point. With me, it was just past halfway. Step number 2, select reverse, look all around the car. If and when safe to do so, start to reverse. As soon as you start moving, full lock the wheel to the left. In this car is 1 1/4 turns. Some other cars could be 1 1/2 turns, some might be 1 3/4 turns. Every car has a different turning circle. Keep looking all around throughout the maneuver. Once the car is parallel, you need to straighten your wheel. How are you going to tell if it's parallel? Well, you can use the right door mirror, you can use the left door mirror, you can use the back window, you can look ahead. Whatever works best for you, that's how you're going to know when to straighten the wheel up. Once you've straightened up, reverse back very slowly and look over your right shoulder so you know where to stop the car. If you choose to do it on the right hand side, drive slowly out for approximately a foot and then start to turn the wheel. Look to finish a metre from the edge of the bays. Repeat the same steps as you did for reversing into the left hand bay, and it'll be exactly the same method. Remember, observations are very important all the way through the manoeuvre. Watching for any pedestrians or vehicles coming towards you. If that happens, then you've got to stop and then decide what to do. Hope this video helps and thank you for watching it. If you like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel.